In a large Air Force base in America, the day always began before sunrise. The cold morning air carried the loud sound of fighter jet engines starting up. Soldiers in uniform walked across the runway, preparing for their duties. These men and women were responsible for protecting the sky. Among them was a young pilot named Alex. Alex had dreamed of flying since he was a small boy. When he was young, he used to stand on the roof of his house and watch airplanes crossing the sky. Every time he saw a jet, his eyes filled with excitement. He would say to himself, "One day, I will fly like that." Years later, his dream came true when he joined the Air Force. But following his dream was not easy. The hardest part was leaving his family. On the day he left home for training, his mother hugged him tightly. Her eyes were full of tears. "Take care of yourself, my son," she said softly. Alex smiled, but his heart felt heavy. He knew his life would change forever. Training in the Air Force was extremely difficult. Every morning, the soldiers woke up before sunrise. They ran long distances, lifted heavy equipment, and trained their bodies to become stronger. After physical training, they spent hours studying aircraft systems, navigation, and emergency procedures. Many trainees felt exhausted, but no one gave up easily. Alex worked very hard. He wanted to become the best pilot he could be. After months of training, the day of his first solo flight arrived. Alex sat inside the cockpit of a powerful fighter jet. His hands were slightly shaking as he held the controls. The instructor gave him a final signal from the ground. The engines roared loudly. The jet moved forward, faster and faster, until suddenly the ground disappeared beneath him. The aircraft lifted into the sky. Alex looked outside the cockpit window. Clouds floated around him, and the world below looked small and quiet. At that moment, he felt proud. His childhood dream had come true. But life in the Air Force was not only about dreams. It also brought pain and challenges. During one training exercise, Alex's close friend Michael had a serious accident and got injured. Watching his friend being carried away by medics made Alex realize how dangerous their work really was. From that day, Alex understood that being a soldier meant accepting risks. One cold night, everything at the base suddenly changed. An emergency alarm started ringing across the base. A passenger aircraft flying over the ocean had reported a serious technical problem. It needed help immediately. Alex and his team rushed toward their fighter jets. Within minutes, the aircraft were ready for takeoff. The night sky was dark and filled with heavy clouds. As Alex's jet climbed higher into the sky, strong winds shook the aircraft. Flying in such weather was extremely difficult, but the mission was important. After searching the sky for some time, they finally located the troubled airplane. Using radio communication and careful guidance, Alex and his team helped the damaged aircraft find a safe route. Slowly, the situation became stable. When the mission was finally complete, the jets returned to base just as the first light of morning appeared on the horizon. The pilots stepped out of their aircraft, tired and silent. They knew that every mission carried risks. Alex stood quietly near the runway and looked up at the bright morning sky. The same sky he had dreamed about as a child now felt very different. He realized that being an Air Force pilot was not only about flying fast jets. It was about responsibility, courage, and sacrifice. And every day, soldiers like Alex continued to protect the sky so that people on the ground could live safely. The end.